Hi, Tribe Forex traders. Today is June 29th, 2015. A lot of volatility in the market, specifically in the euro dollar and the dollar Swiss over the last day or so. We came in, we were kind of just in vacillation mode. You can see here that over the last few days, we just didn't have much movement in the market. And then all of a sudden we had a gap down of 150 pips. Now that bode well for our sells. We had some sells in place that were looking good. And we considered getting out of the sells. We did not get out of the sells. We let them move back to break even and ended up exiting some of those positions for just a little bit of profit. But we've got some sells that are still in. We're going to play with those sells and let those run for the time being. We also have some buys here that are looking to get to be fulfilled on completely. We think that the market's probably going to move back up quite a little bit more. When we got the gap down sell, we expected it to fill the gap and to continue to move down. At that point, we got into a sell, and so that's where we're looking at the gap. At the fulfillment of the gap, we saw a sell there. We have sells there. So if you're in the trade copy, you're seeing those sells there. Or that sell there, I should say, and we also have the buy. So they're actually hedging each other out at this point. We're going to let price go ahead and move forward. Now, look, we don't have a call for the euro dollar today because we're going to wait and see what the euro dollar wants to do. It's all being determined by what is happening concerning the Greek debt. And so right now we had the fundamentals say that the euro should be very weak, which is why we stayed in our sells, and we didn't have technicals at the time to support a buy. So we expected the market to fill the gap and to continue to sell down. That didn't happen. Right now, there's an ambiguity, so much so on the technicals as much as there is on the fundamentals, on the fundamental side, because there's no telling what's going to happen here. There's going to be quite a bit more to deal with, and we're going to deal with it this week. This week we have NFP, non-farm payroll, and obviously what's most important is figuring out what's going to happen with the Greek debt. We will wait and see what happens and how this is going to play out. Guys, for right now, there's no call on the euro dollar. Let me tell you what I do have a call on, though. On the dollar Swiss, I'm going to look for a 91.70 buy right here at the bottom, right here at the lows here. There's a horizontal line of support and resistance. It's right there. That intersects with the Bollinger Band low. Okay, so 91.70 buy on the dollar Swiss. On the pound dollar, we actually have a consolidation bias. Now, what's interesting is that although the euro had so much movement, the pound dollar almost wasn't even phased by it. So you can notice here that we have this zone, this area of support and resistance on the high and the low. And we're going to look for more play in this consolidation zone, waiting for the CPI numbers to come out on the euro, which are not going to come up this week. They're most likely going to come out next week. So what we're looking for on the pound dollar is we're going to look for a consolidation bias, meaning that we're going to buy the lows at 1.5680, 1.5680, and we're going to sell the highs at 1.5810. So 1.5810, we're going to sell the pound dollar. Okay, that's what we have. Aussie dollar, we have potential for a sell, and we're going to actually sell the Aussie dollar at 0.7757. We have a trend line, we have Bollinger Band, and right above that we have a Pod B strong. So we're going to sell the Aussie dollar at 0.7757. We have nothing on the New Zealand dollar. We have nothing for the yen pairs, but we do round this out with a dollar CAD opportunity. We're going to actually be buying. We're going to buy the dollar CAD, not where it is, but at the bottom. That's the strongest call that we have. We're going to buy the dollar CAD at 1.2310, which we've done in the past. So if you look down here at 123.10, you'll notice this very strong area of support and resistance. Pod 1 strong, Bollinger Band, 200 EMA, horizontal support and resistance, quite a bit of stuff going on there. So we're going to be looking for a buy down there, which would coincide with our eventual sell of the euro dollar. Guys, those are our trades for this June 29th, 2015. Look forward to talking to you soon. All the best. Bye-bye.